Will Sea of Thieves suck? I'm kind over 9,000, and that's what we're going to discuss. I'm going to do this in a podcast style. The video that I'm using, the link will be in the description. It's one of the what you need to know about Sea of Thieves. I had some videos recorded, but I didn't have a capture card back then, and Twitch got rid of them, and Mixer. Yeah, happens. But I've been playing the beta. Not doing the beta. I've been playing the beta since the beginning when it was in technical. So I did the technical alpha when you had to go to, what's it called? The Xbox Insider app. That's what it was. Xbox Insider app. So I've been playing for a while. I've been playing for a long while, you know what I mean, man? And the question is the game, will it be fun? There's 5 days until it comes out, so I'm uploading this video quick. Will it be fun? I kind of want to just see my predictions and just see what is going on. The thing is, man, if you played the beta, if you know nothing about the game, or I'm assuming that you've looked up stuff about the game, because there's videos out there. There's videos now. People have been playing it, and I don't know how it's gonna do, right? Because what's the last? Nothing against Rare, but what's the last good game Rare made? I mean, they used to be on top, but not anymore. And they've kept this thing secretive, super secretive. It's either this. This is like why you would keep it secretive. Either you don't want people copying your idea because you have such a great idea and you think it's gonna blow everything away, or maybe you're not that confident about it yourself. It's kind of like when they don't companies don't send out review games like a review discs and everything like that to bigger named companies because they don't want them to give it a bad review. The game Sea of Thieves, there's a lot that you can and can't do, if that makes sense. It's a open world game, and when I was playing it, the fun thing for me at least was ship battles. That was awesome. It was super awesome, but there's no point at all to do them. Really, there really isn't. You could argue, that you would steal treasure, steal the people's treasure, but it's really inefficient. You just do it for the fun. It's really inefficient, and then when you finally find someone, even on the open beta where they let everybody in when it wasn't closed anymore and they let everybody in, they were trying to do the massive scale thing, it didn't feel like there was that much people that were playing Sea of Thieves. I mean, a lot of people were, but they kind of have secret servers, I guess you would call it, where it divides people. I don't know how much people they're going to allow in one thing, but it didn't seem like there's that much people. When you did find people, they usually just ran away. Cause what's the point? Like, why would you fight if you have a treasure? You don't want it to get taken, and if you don't have any treasure, you want to take their treasure, but not even all the not even, well, like most times people didn't even have treasure. So basically this is what you would be doing is you have this huge open world, but there's not really anything in it. And they said they've changed, like they said that was only 10% of the game, but you would think that if you wanted everybody to get hyped over it, that you would put, come on, 10%, was only 10%, really? Put at least 50% of the game, man. Come on. I don't even know if there's anything else. What's the point? So you get all this gold to buy extra stuff, as in like cosmetics, make your ship look different. That's really it that it showed, even on these trailers. And they've added some new different types of quests, different kind of voyages that they're calling it. But even then, it's just, is that it? So you'd be like, okay, man, all we do is sail around and we find the hidden treasure, and but they're adding a new thing where now we gotta find materials to take back. It's not. It's okay. It really is. The idea of Sea of Thieves is better than what Sea of Thieves is to me personally, like what it could be. And we don't know what it could be yet. We don't know how it is. They need a more of an incentive for killing other players because right now there's no reason to. There really isn't. It has PvP elements in it, but the game is PvE. Now, if they were like, okay, if you kill so many players, you can get this, your ship looks different, or you get certain items that you can only get from killing players, then it would make people want to fight each other because you just run and you can't really catch up to people if you're in the same ship. Yeah, you can argue. You're like, well, you can catch the wind. Yeah, but so can they. There's not really too many. There's not even there was three different ships when I was playing. If you could customize the ship where you could customize speed over health and maybe take some cannons off to have more speed, make your ship fast, or you make it slower but it has a bunch of cannons and a bunch of health, then that would be different. But as far as right now, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be good. That's where I'm at because there's not that much to do. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do, but there's not. How should I put it? There's a lot of stuff to do, but there's not as much as you should be able to do in a game that is that size. It's just too big. It's too big, and it's not filled up enough. If the game was smaller, if the game cost less, then yeah, I would say go for it. But it's I think it's because the industry, man. The industry is in a weird spot, isn't it? Because you have AAA companies trying to pump out these super awesome games. Like they're trying to go above and beyond. But then you have the littler companies, the no names, or the ones that are just getting in, making stuff like look what's popular. Fortnite and PUBG. Now those games, they're not that big, but they're huge. But they're like not that big as in there's not that much stuff to do. It's the same thing over and over again. But if you're the industry, like, so you're in a weird spot to the point to where I know this is kind of getting off topic, but it could kind of be the same thing, right? Because maybe they feel like they don't have to put that much stuff into it. Because like this PUBG and Fortnite are like at the top, and there's really nothing in there. There really isn't. So it's AAA companies don't try to do new things like small companies do because AAA they need to make money. So you got to make the hottest thing. You got to keep making it. You don't really try new stuff unless you're Nintendo, and then you see how well that goes. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, and when it's a miss, it's hard on that like giant that corporate where you're like paying a bunch of people. But if you're small, you can try new stuff, and then they just steal it. If you're AAA, you're like, okay, this does good, let's do it better. I feel like Rare is they're in between. Yeah, they're AAA, but I feel like they don't have the AAA. It's the quality, I guess, or they can't make great games consistently anymore. Like if you had Blizzard making Sea of Thieves or Bethesda, you know that game would be awesome right now. And they're not showing so much about the game. This is all they're doing, right? This is what they're doing. They're like, dude, the game's gonna be good. Okay, what can you do? And then they're just like, shh, shh, shh. No, trust me, the game's gonna be good. Okay, but what? No, 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 no. Trust me. And that's all it is. That's all their marketing is. Maybe this is even a see how far you can get without actually paying the money for marketing. I don't know. Those are my predictions. Those are my theories. If the game pushed PvP, if it doesn't even push exploration, I know they said now you can explore, but man, when I was playing, there was no point to exploring. It's like get the map and go. If that's all the game is, that's not that fun because you have to make it consistent where there's a player where it can be randomized by players, like PUBG. Even though there's not that much stuff to do, it's always different because it's interactive with other players constantly. You constantly will, and this other players can just run away pretty easily. It's not really that hard to run away. But what do you guys think? Let's see if I'm right, let's see if I'm wrong. I mean, it could be awesome, I'm just saying. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button. And this was a more podcast style thing, not too many crazy things, not too many jokes, just wanted to talk. And yeah, and a lot of us. So I'll see you guys in the next one.